Texter writes in, Tobes, tell baby goat you should stick to hooping. Boxing is, well, it's never going to be an option. Listen, here's the thing. I'm happy Tyler Herro is picking up a new hobby. If he wants to go work out and hit mitts, good for him. I'm happy for him. The thing is, and when you put up a boxing video, everybody's going to have an opinion on your skills, I should say. And you know, it was rough, you know, especially that uppercut. But the thing is, he could have been tired. You know, I don't know. Maybe Tyler Herro's out here. He's looking like Kelly Pavlik for all I know. You know, but he was looking real tired. I don't know who decides on an Instagram. They're like, yeah, baby goat, you looking good here. Put it up. Or maybe he just doesn't give a bleep. I don't know.
I think that when you don't really know about boxing and you're just getting a workout in, you just working out. You don't realize how good or bad it looks. You know what I mean? Because you're not a boxer.
Hitting those mitts too. When you're like, if the dude's calling out numbers and you're just like, it almost messes with you too. Like it's one of those things.
Well,
you're
that's
just trying
part
to
of it. Is the ability to
pace of
concentrate
it
while you're tired.
Yep. That's if you guys haven't seen the baby goat video, I'll throw it up here for you so you guys can see.
Like I'm definitely not going. Oh yeah. Whoa, my goodness. Hey, they walking right in through the front door.
Yeah, he's got the chin out. He's
got old Street Fighter. Like, you know, he looked like a street fight. Look at them wild ass swings.
Yeah, he's got the other thing too. The other thing that's tough too. He's also big. Like he's a big guy. He's 6'5". And so that's a lot of even with his T-Rex arms. There's no
6'5" sparring partners. There's no 6'5" guys holding the mitts.
Oh, if you're picking up boxing and you're 6'5", you're gonna look awkward too. So, but I told him, like, I feel bad. You know, I feel bad that the whole internet's making fun of him because
I don't know.
He should be doing something. He's doing something fun. I'm glad that he's doing something like that for fun to work out. I tell you what, it's a good. I want him to get those arms pumped up. That's a good way to do that. But
it's also really good for like hand-eye quickness. So to defend, like it does help you with that, getting your feet and hands and everything coordinated. But here's what I would say. Like, I would never critique anyone doing that, right? Or because I'm not a boxer. So I don't know how difficult it is. First of all, you don't know. We all watch sports and think we can criticize, you know, what we're seeing. Oh, this guy's terrible. This guy's this. You know, I get into it with Robbie all the time. Like He's calling the guy a scrub because he can't score 20 every night.
Oh, we had this debate yesterday with Brent Forbes.
Right. Like he's a role player.
I missed the great Bryn Forbes debate on my day off.
Well, yeah, like, but it's like, yeah, man, let's not, you know, and I would love, and here's one of the things that I loved about television, and there's one show that I would watch, Pros versus Joes.
Oh, I remember that.
Right? You know why? Go get you some. If you want to see what it's like, and this is not, it wasn't like all-star Hall of Fame guys they were playing against. And no chance.
You know, it'd be cool because Tyler Herro, I think practices start today for the US Team USA. It'd be cool if Tyler Herro goes out to the Mayweather gym. Let's get him working out with Mayweather.
Oh,
that'd be cool. I'd enjoy that very much. There was, I tell you what though, speaking of workouts, see who was working out yesterday, Leroy? Well, I don't know if it was yesterday, but it was this weekend. But the videos came out yesterday.
Oh, of the new banana boat?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to call it that, I don't know. But yesterday, Robbie,
I don't know. I looked at that picture and I said, wow, Beasley's still playing basketball.
Dude, I want him back.
How old is he?
I mean, he was drafted in 08.
I would bet you 31. Oh, wait. So he was
it?
He's probably 29. He might be 29. He's drafted as an 18 or 19-year-old.
That's it?
Let's see. Michael Beasley.
Yeah, I'd put it on 30.
I'm going to say 33. I'm going to say 33.
Not too
32.
32, okay.
That's
32.
it?
That's it.
Dude, he's literally been around forever.
Jimmy Butler. I don't think Jimmy Butler's 32, is he?
No.
Or is Jimmy Butler 32? Is Jimmy Butler 30? Who's older, Michael Beasley or Jimmy Butler?
Michael Beasley.
Jimmy Butler is 31. He turns 32
Yes.
in September.
He's a year older than Jimmy Butler.
That's crazy because
That's
when
crazy.
you think every time you think of Michael Beasley, you think of, oh, he's in his third year. He'll come around. Right?
I love
You keep
Michael
saying
Beasley.
that.
I love him.
We've been saying
I
that
love
for
him.
15 years.
I love him. If you told me today that he'd signed Michael Beasley, I'd be so happy. He's got.
Like-
I think he's on the Portland Trailblazers. I think he's going to their summer league. I think he's going to go try out.
Really?
think-
So
30
he's
Well, I would
still
get-
doing summer league.
I would venture to guess this is probably. I would venture to guess probably because that's in Vegas. So maybe they were working. I don't know if they were working out in Vegas or Miami. But
Is that crazy though? Like 32.
It's wild. It's wild. So
It seems like he's 40. It seems
So-
like him and UD came into the league at the same time.
So it was Michael Beasley was working out with Victor Oladipo.
Oh, Victor Oladipo's working out?
Well, he took a picture. I didn't see any
Okay.
video of him working out, but he was
Instagram
hanging.
workout.
He was hanging.
Right.
Bam. And Jayson Tatum.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wolverine. You could tell him anywhere.
Interesting.
Really?
Bam and Tatum working out together.
Didn't they come out together?
Yes, they were the same draft.
Okay,
and
that's
they're
all
they're
that
very
is.
close. They're very
That's
close.
all that is, dude. That's all that is.
Hey,
That's all it is now.
You know who else is in the same draft class? LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh.
That's right. And do you remember where they got together, Robbie? Where this whole
Oh, yes. It was
teaming up
06.
thing
It
started?
was 06.
Olympics.
Yeah.
It was.
It was in the FIBA
and
World Champions.
you know who's going to be on this Olympic team together? Jayson Tatum and Bam Adebayo.
What about Spider? Is he on the
Spider-
is-
He wasn't there. He wasn't in this
Ah,
video.
Well, he's in
but
the same draft class.
I think he's hurt. Isn't he hurt?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's probably not playing.
But he was in the same draft class. He was in the same draft class. Interesting. Leroy.
Hey,
Leroy.
I was reading some stuff the other day about how the Heat bypassed certain trades earlier in the year. And I was thinking, I don't think there's really any way they could have did it, right? But I would say this. Knowing what you know now, are there a couple of moves you would have made during the season that you were reluctant to give up certain players?
Which ones are you referring
I think
to?
he's referring to James Harden.
James Harden.
Trading Tyler Herro
I
for
saw
James Harden.
I saw that made the rounds.
I don't think you could have did it anyway.
I saw that made the rounds this weekend. With like the Heat didn't go all in on James Harden because they didn't give up Tyler, Duncan, Precious, and like picks. I don't buy it. I don't
Right.
buy it.
But I would say this, that for anybody who thinks the Heat didn't have the assets, they are notoriously famous for making trades with 0 draft picks and the other team ending up with draft picks from some other team. Right? They do it all the time. I'm not saying couldn't. I'm just saying, just from a standpoint of not whether it's real or not.
You know what I
Knowing
think?
what you know now, would you go back and do it?
If they would have taken the trade,
No, I'm saying knowing what you know now and how it all played out and seeing what James Harden was with the Nets and knowing what this team needed.
well, no, I wouldn't have because his hamstring didn't work all year.
No, we're not. Oh,
Well, how am I not allowed to use that? If you're telling me I can
Fine.
go back, his hamstring didn't work all year. Leroy,
Okay.
he was
Fine.
hurt. He had when he was healthy for like his little half of the season, he looked fantastic. But he was hurt, and then he was hurt in the playoffs.
all right, never mind.
I don't understand why you're getting mad. You said I could go back.
But
I don't get to use-
you know what the hell I was trying to do. But you just put the kibosh on it just because you don't like James Harden, and so you wanted to be a jackass about it. And that we were having a conversation. We just having a conversation, and you ruined it. You bum. Go back on vacation.
Team USA, Leroy, they have arrived in Las Vegas for training camp. Bam Adebayo, he has his suitcases. He is there with Jayson Tatum.
Yep.
Dame Dalla. Kevin
Yep.
Durant. Bradley Beal. Zach LaVine. It's Cruton season.
How you feel about Zach LaVine?
Yeah, he can light it up.
Product of inflation.
I don't know, Robbie. That dude can light it up from anywhere,
here,
man.
Can I just say
Inflation?
Can I just say this? That it's great that there's all these great scorers out there, but the Heat would have been more served having a true point guard than any of those other guys.
They really do need a true point guard. There's no doubt about that.
And so, like, I think if Oladipo was healthier, forget all the other stuff. If Oladipo was healthy, that would have made the biggest impact on this team at the end of the year.
Well, I want to get to this. So, speaking of impact, one of the big questions is what is the impact Tyler Herro, if any, is he going to make for the Miami Heat this year? And I want to put this under the category of we don't have to make everything a thing, right? So, you guys know I was at Heat training camp last week, right?
Yep.
And it put up some, get the Bam sound. Hey, what's Bam? He's a real one. I'm a real one. It's just how it is. But he was asked a question about Tyler Herro, and Anthony Chang was the person who asked it. It was kind of far away. Anthony, we were on opposite sides of the scrum, Leroy, so it was a little hard for me to hear. Didn't pick up, but I could get the gist. How do you think that this Team USA Select is going to benefit Tyler Herro? Very a fine question, not really controversial. Hey, how do you think it's going to help out the young fella to be out there with the Olympic team? Helping him out. He's on Team SPO. And so here's what here's what Bam this is what's annoying me. So all these headlines were coming out this weekend. Bam Adebayo shades Tyler Herro. Was Bam Adebayo taking a shot at Tyler Herro? And so the quote reads, here's how it reads, Leroy, for Bam on how this could benefit Tyler Herro, is that he said, let me get the exact quote up here. He'll get the chance to go against the best in the USA. So I feel like one of the biggest things he can get. And obviously getting to watch like people's work ethic and how they go about their professional business. So some people may say that they're like, oh, was Bam taking a shot at Tyler Herro's work ethic? And this is how it sounded when Bam Adebayo was asked about this. Tyler Herro benefit from Team USA.
He'll get the chance to go against the best in the USA. So I feel like that's one of the biggest things that he can get. And obviously getting to watch like people's work ethic and how they go about their professional business.
So I don't know, Leroy. Sounds like a whole lot of nothing to me.
It is. Like, I think he was saying it more from a standpoint of your work ethic is great. You go to the gym, you do everything. But look at how the stars do it. Look at how they prepare. Look at how they are consummate professionals and learn from that. It's not a matter of he's slighting Tyler Herro and saying he's not doing it, but saying he can learn how to be better at it by learning from some of the best players in the U.S. That's all.
Right.
That's what I
mean, like, isn't that one of the things like that people always like to hear from all of the greats? Like, if you were to get any advice, like, are you asking people how to be a running back, or probably how to be a running back and you're asking them, hey, how did you keep this up, or some things on how to get through? See, like, aren't you asking about like the tricks of the trade?
One of the things that I learned early on in my career from other guys on the team, from like Eric Metcalf, Kevin Mack, from Ernest Biner, ice. Something as simple as that. Ice. And then taking it easier going into the end of the week. Like start relaxing more, start preserving your time, even though you feel like you have a lot of energy, the energy that you're going to burn with just the travel and then the game and then the carries and then the beating, try to preserve that energy as much as possible And then on Monday, do something, right? We usually have a light practice, but they say do something when you come in early in the morning. Ride the bike, do some striders, do something to burn that lactic acid. And that was kind of the things that I got and learned early in my career.
Clutch Points says, Heat news. Bam Adebayo appears to low-key shade teammate Tyler Herro.
It's terrible.
Miami Heat, and by the way, they're all using my tweet on this, which really annoys me. That really annoys me. Miami Heat rumors. Bam Adebayo throws shade at Tyler Herro.
He didn't throw shade at him, man. Like, stop. Why do we still do that? Aren't we past that?
Bam Adebayo, summer job, teaches work ethic and pro business. What is he working at a Jamba Juice?
Hey, Jim Brown was always hanging around the Brown sidelines in the early 90s. Yep, I used to golf every Monday with Jim Brown.
Hey, Tyler Herro, give me a razzmatazz. Yeah,
I would say you making, because guess what? The other thing is they're boys. So
it's also never been the thing on Tyler. Like Tyler Herro's thing is work
like crazy.
Like, that's his thing.
Right.
Tony Fiorentino even said he told a story about that where they're like, "What's the thing that you love about Bam Adebayo?" John Calipari says, "You're going to love the kid's work ethic." And then he said, "Well, what do you think they're going to like about Tyler Herro?" They're like, "If you love Bam's work ethic, you're going to love Tyler Herro's." Like that's his thing. Right. I'm sure it helps. Like, hey, Tyler Herro being around Kevin Durant, probably a good thing.
Right.
Probably a benefit. Being around Dame Dalla. Now, you could also maybe take some boxing lessons from Dame Dalla. Dame Dalla's got some skills with the hands.
But here's the deal. Like, it could be something as simple as a move, a certain move that always works, like the up and under, like the fadeaway, the Euro step. Just something that you see a star do that you try to incorporate in your game. Like it happens all the time.
I hope they can teach him some wingspan.
You can teach him how to use Tyrannosaurus Rex arms to be successful.
Oh, that'd be great. If somebody could teach him that. Who's got the shortest wingspan on Team USA? I would like them to teach that.
Yeah. I mean, does it matter?
Do you think that
much? It only matters if you're playing defense. He don't play defense.
Do you think that Eric Spoelstra is really going to use Team USA to improve Tyler Herro, or do you think that he uses Team USA to hype up the Tyler Herro practices?
You want me to tell you what he does?
To up the trade value.
He uses that platform to put Tyler Herro, like they did with Duncan in the G League, put him in as many difficult situations as possible so he can learn like what is needed for him to be successful on a daily basis. So instead of, him like running an offense, they teach him ball handle against Dame Lillard. Be a ball handler against this stud defensive guy. Learn how to protect the basketball. You play defense on Damian Lillard. This is the level of defense you're going to have to play at this level. They do things like that to him to expose him to what is going to be required at the top level of basketball.